Well, hello everyone. So we're doing a pick pile video today. I found these little teapots while I was cleaning out one of my drawers, and I've had these for years. You got them free in like a box of tea bags in the 90s. So we have the pile number one is this little teapot with like pencils and paints in it. Pile number two has a little red chest of drawers teapot, and number three is my favorite because it's just like it's like a hedge, but it's a bird's hedge. And the question for these piles is, it's obviously going to be in the title, but it is how should you love yourself more, or what do you need to like focus on in that sense. So we'll take a moment, whichever teapot you are attracted to or drawn to. We'll take a deep breath. Okay, so just pick the pile you're going to, but we're starting with pile number one, and the timestamps will be in the description box below. Hey, pile number one, you're the little creative teapot here. I'm just going to say creative teapot because it is quite cute. So we're going to start that. We have the Muse Tarot. We have your tarot cards. We have your self-care oracle, and we have the animal spirit oracle and the inner goddess oracle. I can never remember the name of it, but it's like love yourself, inner goddess, love your inner goddess oracle. So we'll start with that one. So we have bright destiny. Your self-care is make a vision board. Your two animal spirits are the canary, sing your song. So go to your own tune, and we have surrender now from the moth. And your tarot cards are the ace of inspiration, the moon, and the hanged man. I'm not doing reverses for this. Give me a moment now. The way this one's catching my eyes, because her t-shirt says it became a butterfly, but we have a moth, so it just shows you that a moth can still be pretty, even though they're a nuisance for eating clothes and such. And on the ring here, on this like halo thing she has here, it says, just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a butterfly. So it just shows you like you're still going through this transition phase right now of loving yourself. So you're still cocooning. That's what this lady's doing, like she's meditating. And while you're meditating, you need to make a vision board. I feel these are great. Yeah, I've done one before, and I should do a new one. I was actually thinking of doing a new one, so this is interesting. Because I found a cork board that I hadn't opened, and I went, oh, I should hang that up and make a vision board. So this is like make a vision board. So you put all the things you want to manifest on the vision board. You can either hang it up and look at it every day, or you put it away and let it like be a physical note to the universe. So you should make a vision board of what you want to accomplish in this cocooning stage. Sing your own song, like go to your own tune. This little canary is just like tweeting away here, saying, you know, go with your own flow, listen to your own heart, and like that. But surrender now to your own tune. Like surrender to that beautiful transition where you just give in to the change. Like she's very at peace here. Even though it's a very black card, she's still like, you know, she's in the darkness, but she's not scared of being in the dark. And as I said, during that time, she's doing that vision board. Now we go to your tarot here. So we have the ace of inspiration. I think that's the ace of wands. I can always forget though, because I only just got this Muse tarot, so forgive me for in a minute. Inspiration is wands, yeah. And yeah, so you have two majors here. So I'm going to elaborate with the Muse Tarot if needed. Okay, so that's the one we're going to be elaborating with if we need more clarification. So the Ace of Inspiration. So you got some inspiration to make this. So I feel like this goes here. So while you're cocooning, you got the inspiration here. The boost your inspiration. You go, I need to make a vision board. Because if we weren't cocooning or in this like lockdown phase, in both literally and mentally, you wouldn't have pursued this vision board to make things happen, and you wouldn't have listened to the canary or the moth because you've been too busy working on how life was. And then next we have the moon. The moon is about making a choice, but you can see like this lady is meditating in the dark as well. Visually looking at this, she's meditating in the dark at the strawberry moon. We did have a strawberry moon not that long ago, so maybe that was an indication of when you started this. But we also see it as that she's meditating and she's making choices while she's in lockdown. So these two are like, I feel like these two are like the same person in the car, if that makes sense. So you guys need to, whoever picks group 1 here, needs to make decisions while you're making the vision board. Don't be like, I want to win the lotto, I want to do this, I want to do that, or I want to go to Tahiti or whatever, you know. Just make them realistic goals so you can go forward. But you're seeing a different perspective of things now because we have the Hanged Man. I said Hanged Muse. You're getting a different perspective because you're surrendering to that change, and I want to see what that change is. Like, what is the change that's coming? What is that change? Like, what is the Hanged Muse telling you to look out for? 7 of Voices, so 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. Huh. Looking at that, you need to venture inward. Like, she's going inward here because there's this door to her temple, inner temple. And given that you went into your inner temple to go to your bright destiny, so your bright destiny, there's brightness. Yeah, no, it's yeah, you're getting a different point of view of things. But there is some sort of illusion. There's an illusion to this. Like, you get the new perspective and you see who is actually portraying you. Like, I love that. I just noticed that when I was holding it. I went, wait a minute. It's a black and white. So you can see, like, oh, come here. I have a job for you to do. And then she just backstabs you. That is really it's really cool of an illusion. But it just shows you that there is trickery and deceit. You're seeing who is your true friends and such during this time, and you're surrendering to those changes. Just take the top of the deck. We have the Knight of Voices, so the Knight of Swords. So you act fast. You act really fast in making that decision, going, that person is out of my life. I don't want them in my life. They're gone now. They're not worth this. Like, I can't stand people who are deceiving or want to, you know, do me wrong and harm and want and like that satisfaction of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't want that because they're jealous of your creativity, because that's what the Ace of Wands also represents, is this creativity that you picked. Yeah, so I feel like for you to love yourself more, stay in this cocoon phase, make a list of things you want, and then make the choices as you go. I mean, as you come out of this, you find out you're a moth, not a butterfly. You've still grown wings, you've still transformed, but you've surrendered to the point, like, okay, this is who I am. I wanted to be a butterfly, but I'm here. I'm a moth, and I have to surrender to that now. And I have to surrender to the fact that there are people here who don't want the best for me. And I'll do an overall energy. So the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Inspiration. I love that card. It's so pretty. So the overall energy, like the whole lesson of this, I won't stand, of this reading is the Queen of Inspiration. So she has, you can see like all the threads are on her fingers there, but there's one touching her third eye. So she knows this was coming. So you knew deep down who was going to betray you, who was not going to be there for you, and yet you're like, do you know what, I'm just more mentally prepared for it. So you're more mentally prepared for that. Okay, group 1. I hope that makes sense. Like, how you love yourself is that you have to still, how would I put it? It's like when you put a cake in the oven, you still have to wait for it to rise. You just have to wait. You have to wait a bit more. Keep working on yourself here before you come out and make the choices and such. Okay, group 1. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go on to the next. Hello, pile 2 or group 2, whatever I'm calling them now. But we have, you've picked this one, the little red teapot. That's like a chest of drawers. It's let's get into this. Ooh. So we have the Princess Savior. She's saying on her top. This princess saves herself. Okay, so that's what it says on her top there. Your self-care oracle. Where is it? Oh, it's massage. Okay. Some TLC is needed. Your spirits are the skunk and the bat. So the skunk is all about know your worth, and the bat is a rebirth is assured. So okay. Before we get into the tarot, I need to see this now. Yeah, make sure they're all the right way around. So you're saving yourself, so you know how to do some TLC. So you're like, do you know what? When this is all over, I'm going to take some TLC and get a massage. And you know your worth. Like, you know you're worthy of things in life. We'll see. Maybe this will be more elaborate when I deal out the cards, so we'll just do that now. So 10 of emotion, Ace of voices, and 3 of voices. God, that 3 of voices. 3 of swords. Oh my god. 10 of emotion. So that means you're very content and mentally and emotionally sound in your home life, which is your family and such. I love how these 10s, like this 10 looks like a mandala. It's real pretty. And it just shows you that you're going with the flow of it and you're just connecting to the universe. So, and you're also connecting to your body. Like, don't forget, like, just because the universe is there, you have to also worry about the vessel that you're in. Like, your body is a vessel, the temple, all that lovely stuff. You need to focus on that as well, because you only have one body, and then if you believe in reincarnation, you come back, but you might not come back as a human. Do you know what I mean? With the Ace of Voices, though, you're very rash at thinking, going, oh, I need to I need to get a massage, but like, you're like, wait, there's a pandemic going on, but you also have this like fresh revelation of things, and your goals are more clear, and you know your worth, so you know you have the skills. Like, you may just need some little bit like R&R, I feel, so you just need a good bit of R&R. A massage may not just mean I need a rub down, you could just take a nice long bath kind of thing as well, I feel. So if you don't have a bath, just do a facial. Like, the facial does so much like cleansing, it's insane. Like, so do a little bit of TLC, because you are the Princess Savior. You save yourself, not others. You care about others, but you just save yourself first, because, no offense, but you put yourself first, amazing things happen. But there's a point where you shouldn't put yourself so first that you become a narcissist. Do you know? It's a tiny fine line where you can care about others, but you know. But you're getting a very good bit of clarity here. Like, you're very clear about who's actually here for you, and you know your worth. Like, you know your skills on your CV, your resume. You know the skills you have to get a certain job. You know where you want to be. But I love how it's also a skunk, because the skunk is, everyone sees and goes, oh no, it's skunk. But it's kind of cute if it didn't, like, you know, have the glands it has, unfortunately. But that's just a protective mechanism for it. So it's like giving off this stench to get the haters away, get the negative energy away. And then we have the bat spirit here. A rebirth is assured. So we see that with the 3 of voices here, because you're conflicted, right? You know who you are, you know your worth. But during this time of like pandemic and such, you can obviously tell you have learned who are your real friends and who are not, who's really there for you. And it's a rebirth, because you're going to find out who, have the clean slate and find out, well, you weren't there for me, you didn't check on me. Hierophant. Okay, so you're looking for guidance, clearly, because you're on this video drew you here, so you're looking for guidance. And we have strength. Oh, I love that strength card. So, like, we have the guidance and the strength here. I always do the last one, because this is like the stages before you get to the final. So like we said, you're going through a very tough stage here. You're being conflicted, and the universe is crying. I always say this, it looks like the universe is crying for you. You're hiding from it in the darkness, and it's like, please, I want to help. And you're like, no, I want to sort this out myself. But you're being conflicted with knowing who you are and letting the rebirth happen. Like, rebirthing yourself doesn't mean you're letting go of your old self, you know? And like, you had some clarity, and this is what's troubling you, is the clarity. So you seeked some guidance. So we had the Hierophant, which is seeking guidance, going to like old-fashioned ways to better yourself. So like maybe the small things that helped you relax might help, do you know? Like this is all about tradition and old-fashioned ways as well, but it's also like you're seeking guidance, like you're asking for help, which is nothing wrong going to someone for help. Even it could be spiritual, it could be literal advice, do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you have to go down to the nearby church or wherever you believe in, those kind of things. You don't have to go down to the holy place to get clarifications, you know? Because we see that you have the strength. You come back out of it. You come out from that Hierophant feeling really empowered and strength in order to go through that rebirth. I want to do one more. Let's do the bottom of the deck. We have the Fool at the bottom of the deck. So you do take that chance. I don't even need to put it up there. It's like, it's just showing it. You're taking that leap. You have the strength to fall off the cliff, essentially. Not literally, but in the sense, like, you have the sense to fall off the cliff, to let this rebirth happen. Because when you fall off the cliff, you'll hang. Do you know what I mean? You'll hang upside down like a bat. That's the whole point, I think. It's like she falls off and goes, oh, I'm a bat now. I've rebirthed myself. I've come out of it. I'll take one more from the top. Oh, we got the moon. So just show you, like, it does show you when you fall off, the clarity comes in, the hopes and beliefs come out. It's beautiful. It's really pretty. That's a really nice reading. Like, you take care of yourself, you put yourself first, tend to your body and your emotional clarity. You get some mental like clarity and to have a new clear vision of things. And then you get the Three of Swords there. You're very conflicted with this knowing yourself and going through a rebirth, because you're like, but I'm happy with who I am. I don't want to change, you know. And then you get some guidance from the Hierophant. Come out really empowered. You could become the Fool to leap into that rebirth. And then we have the Moon, where you're very clear and you know exactly what path you need to take. So that is pile 2. Wow. Okay, pile 2, that was you. Going on to pile 3. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you all very soon. Okay, pile number 3. Last but not least, pile number 3. So you picked the little bird or the hedge one. This is my favourite one. I always loved this when I was a kid. I think we had this when I was about 6. I'm now 28. Wow. So yeah, let's get into your cards. So we have, we have the Tribe of Kindred. I was going to say kindred spirits. It's the same thing. I carry your heart. I carry it in mine. So there's someone who could be a twin flame or like that kind of soulmate bond. Your self-care is read. Your animals are the starfish. Ooh, and the white raven. So there's someone in your life who is on the same boat as you or has had the same experiences. Like, I don't know, for example, like say you both lost a family member and this is the friend you go to because they understand, they've been there, that kind of thing. And then what you need to do with this person, I feel it's just, you need to read up maybe on kindred spirits maybe, or just read to relax as well. I'm starting to read actually more. It's so nice. I miss doing it. Why did I stop doing it? Oh yeah, the internet happened. That's what happened. So we have the starfish spirit, open to infinite possibilities. And then we also have the white raven here, which is trust in the magic. So there is some kind of magical bond between you two and someone else. And I think reading will help you just clarify, or you read into it more, it could be that. Or you just, for self-care, reading is a very therapeutic thing. So even if you can't see your kindred spirit, just pick up a book and start reading. Okay, let's see what you have. You have the 8 of Inspiration, 8 of Wands, 9 of Material, and the 4 of Cups. You really are giving this reading all your energy. You're like giving it your goal. And maybe you come back to this person. You start a little book club with your significant other, or the person you know who's your twin flame or whatever. You start really giving that all your energy, like, I'm going to finish this book before work starts up again, or I'm called in, I'm getting this book done, you know. Then we have the 9 material here, so wishes come true and stuff. So it says open to infinite possibilities from that starfish. So clearly you do. Like, this is usually the one where the lady's in the garden with all the grapes and holding the falcon, you know, in an RWS sense. But she is really blossoming here. Like, she's like, oh god, I love how, like, everything's coming together. Normally the Nine of Pentacles would mean, like, you know, you're financially stable, all that stuff. But what if you're not? Do you know what I mean? Like, what if you're still, if you're going through the pandemic situation where you weren't, you were let go, you know what I mean? And you don't have any financial support. But this is like showing that you're blossoming in other ways. Like, the universe is giving you all these things. And then we see the white raven here says, trust in the magic. So that just means, like, with the Four of Cups here, or the Four Emotions, you need to take the help the universe is giving you. I love this one because it's like an illusion of two faces, and she's in the cup. The Four of Cups, I call it the whiny card. No matter what deck it is, it's always called the whiny card, because not only can you have a glass of wine, but you can also be the person who's whining that there isn't a fourth cup when you're in it, in this sense. So you're in it, you have the friend to help you here, you have the person, the significant other, to help you. Let's see what they say now. Ace of material. Oh, that one jumped out. Eight of material. And then the bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Goodness. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. So before, as I said, like, you're not accepting the help, or you're not accepting the universe. And I love how it's a white raven, because normally, like, white feathers mean good luck and such, which is great, and we do need that. But you have to learn to accept it. You really have to learn how to accept it. And accepting help is harder than it looks to some people, because some people want to do it on their own, but you can ask for help, you can be part of a team, that kind of thing. And then with the Ace of material, we see that you do take a fresh start, a new beginning in that sense from that Nine of material. I love how the material, like, the pentacles have kind of taken over here. So, like, you take that earthly magic, like, I'm gonna say it's earthly because she has a wand here as well, and it's like trusting the magic, trusting the universe kind of thing. You take that and you work really hard on yourself. Maybe you do read up on a bit of self-care and such, and it's really nice to see that, because, or maybe you're looking up more about kindred spirits, like, just doing some research. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not really into that stuff, I feel like it's just a significant other or a best friend that you just really click with, and you're worried about them. And you know, you go, do you know what we should do? Do you know that book we were, or there's something, or a series? It doesn't have to be a book, because I don't think most people read nowadays. But it could be a Netflix series. You sit down and watch together, and you're on the phone watching it together, because you can't see each other. But if you are kindred spirits, I love how the Lovers came up as the overall energy for this. You're intertwined. Your fates are locked together. No matter what, like, you are, like, destined to be friends or lovers in this sense. But I do like how it's a bond. It's also, you're finding a new passion as well. So, like, if I put this one here with the reading, you find a new hobby and a new passion. So Lovers is also showing that there was passions being renewed. So it just shows you that reading could be a new hobby that you find. No, I really do think you do ask for the help. You take it from the universe, which starts this new chapter, and then you just start working really hard on yourself here. Like, you start working amazingly hard. I'll just do one more because I want to see what happens. Oh, we have the Death card. So that is a bit, once you start, you know, trusting the universe and working really hard, things are going to start changing in a good way. This is the transform card, really. If you see the Death card, it doesn't mean what it is. If you're new to this, don't worry. The Death card is just about a transition. It's a natural course of action. Like, the way we would go, oh, we were born, we learn to walk, we learn to talk, we go to school, we go, like, to nursery, then we go to school, then we go to, it's just a natural order of things like that. But there is a big natural change coming, so maybe because you work hard, you get noticed. You get noticed in the sense of, wow, that person's really working hard, but they're so positive even though they don't have anything. and you gave you gave this reading hobby, or your partner, or whoever it is, your kindred spirit, you gave it their all. And that is kind of like your self-love kind of thing for yourself. You start seeing that you're worthy and stuff, and you see the open possibilities, and you went off into that door. Oh, that's really nice. I'll leave that there, guys. Timestamps are below for the other groups, and I will leave that there, and I'll see you all very soon.